scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. They run the counter. Swift. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
And it's third down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Watch the out. Kill. Sponge. No. Watch twitch. Watch.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a first and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Point it right. Hurry.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Alert! 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I'm coming. Check 13.
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
53, check 53.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing, Mayfield. Open man here is Foster. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 21.
Gain of 18. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Real. Under 10. I got it. Switch gears.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Alert!
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good. 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 26, check 26. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Right side.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of one, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Good. 180. 58, come on. Real. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you.
From the gun, Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 7 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Check out right. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out, watch out. Watch out.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Kings. Come off the ball. Hey, Charlie. Pilot, 64, weak. Regular.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Foster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Double up. He's got run. Watch the safety crease.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him. even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
180. Regular.
He'll give it to Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. Mayfield to throw it, and it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run on first down. Swift try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Tighten up.
On second down, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10.
Mike 51. I'm here all day. That's it. Mike.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up, 20. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the Redskins' 36-yard line.
Let's go. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 36. Big ass.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Pistol. Under crunch. Rail. Joker. Check 31.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm coming after you.
Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your...
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, Zoo. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. 3 bud. Mike 55. Hurry. It's our field.
He'll look to throw. trucks over him. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Bro, 58's the money. Yeah, I'm going to lose one. 58's the money. 58's the money.
From the 27, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they're decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
King! Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hurry! Hey, watch the ship.
Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Set, 180, 55, eat. All day, dog.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back.
Good. 180. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Five. Check 55, Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run. Hurry.
Mayfield down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Alert! Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check it out, read. Check. Crunch. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's put that team
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Haskins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Jordan Reed has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. This is caught. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
44. Check me out.
4th down, here's Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 55, Mike, 55.
Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Regular. Pistol.
Check. Watch safety creeping.
Regular.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
53. He don't know no better.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Come on, D. 53. 53 is the mic. Rip right. Check. Squeeze.
Throwing now is Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Haskins to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be fielded at the 6. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch.
They run it again with Chubb. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He's got a first down past the 30. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.